Hello, Robin here from Matt Miller, and this is a video about one of the ways that you can architect the security of your mobile app in order to securely access Moneyhub's data APIs. Security is important for almost any mobile app. However, it becomes even more important when accessing a user's financial information via something like Moneyhub's open banking platform. So the two main things we need to consider is, first of all, the security of your own app. Now, this could be done via a custom login system or using a third-party solution such as Identity Server. Either way, you'll need some sort of solution that protects your users' data and secures your app. Moneyhub has its own security model to protect its data APIs, and this comes in the form of its Identity API. In order to get access to Moneyhub's data APIs, you need to first authenticate with Moneyhub's Identity API, where you can generate tokens which can then be used to access the data. So what we're going to look at today is one of the ways that you can integrate your own security solution in with Moneyhub's Identity API in order to safely and securely and to the user seamlessly access Moneyhub's data APIs. In order for us to make this work, there's one concept which we need to delve into a bit deeper, and that is how we authenticate with the identity providers themselves. So one of the most common methods for doing this is via a client ID and client secret. So this is basically two keys that will be provided as part of the request to the identity provider, which then allows the identity provider to verify that the calling client is a valid client. Now, as is detailed really well in this article, which I'll link below, this presents a problem for mobile apps, as there's no real way to safely and securely secure a client ID and secret in the app, which presents a problem, as this is how Moneyhub's Identity API requires us to authenticate, which means that we are not able to directly communicate with Moneyhub's Identity API from the mobile app. So how do we get around this? So what are we going to do for this solution is we are going to use our own app's security in order to create a secure connection to Moneyhub's Identity API via our own secure API. So in order to avoid the same issue with our identity provider as with Moneyhub's identity provider regarding the client IDs, we will authenticate with our own identity provider using a method called PKCE, which is proof key for code exchange. Now, I won't go into too much detail about this method, but effectively it uses a code challenge rather than IDs in order to authenticate. The important part being that we do not need to store any keys on the mobile app in order to authenticate, meaning it's much more suitable for things like mobile apps. So what does that architecture look like in practice? So this is a really simple diagram showing the security flow of how we can get data securely from Moneyhub. So from the mobile app, we make a request to log in to our implementation of Identity Server. This will be done via PKCE, so there's no client ID secrets being transported here. Once we've logged in and we are returned a token, we then in turn use this token to access our own custom API. Now, that token is validated by our Identity Server, and once that validation's happened, we can then access Moneyhub's Identity API from the API. Now we can do this because the client ID and secrets can be kept securely on our custom API, so they never go anywhere near the mobile app. Now once we have generated a token from Moneyhub's Identity API, that's then passed directly back to the mobile app. So the only bit the mobile app actually gets back is the actual token from Moneyhub. We can then use that token to communicate directly with Moneyhub's data APIs and get the data back directly. So using this process, each call will be secure and no client ID or secrets are ever stored on the app. So to show that in practice, this is a demo app that we've created that will use Identity Server using PKCE authentication. Once that's successful, the token that we use will be used to talk to our own custom API. That will then in turn generate a token from Moneyhub, which we'll then use with our .NET SDK client for Moneyhub to call their data API and hopefully get some data back. So if we talk, so first of all, we log in with Identity Server. And then once we've logged in, as I just said, the token will be passed back to us. We'll then authenticate with our own API, which will in turn then authenticate with Moneyhub's identity API, which will then give us a Moneyhub token, which we then can use directly with their data APIs. And as you can see there, getting data back. So that's one way that you can secure your mobile app and securely access Moneyhub data APIs. So the solution I just showed you uses our own implementation of Identity Server, a custom API, and a cross-platform iOS and Android mobile app. All of these are available on our GitHub, and I'll put links below so you can try this all out for yourself. Hopefully you found this useful and gives you an option for how you can get your own mobile app up and running securely. I'll see you next time.